Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for stopping by. You're watching 412 PSE Customs here on YouTube. My name's Matt Sr. I am the founder and CEO of 412 Public Safety Equipment Customs, based out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are one of the industry leading custom vehicle builders. We specialize in emergency fleet conversions. So today's video is kind of a special one, I guess. I am showcasing one of our custom shop builds, custom shop orders. You know, from time to time, actually a lot more often than most people would think, we get orders from customers all over the country. Well, actually all over the world, because we've done them for France, New Zealand, Australia, all over the place. So we get these custom orders where, you know, people want to order equipment from us because of the value and the quality, and they trust our expertise, but they're not necessarily so handy. And if they don't have a professional or certified installer in their area, a lot of times we will take orders like the one in front of us. So the kit in front of us is a custom kit that utilizes two Feniex Fusion version 3 1X dash lights in a dual color configuration. A 4200 mini controller, as you can see right here off to your left, which I will power on real fast so you guys can see that. And this is all set up as a plug and play kit. By request, he wanted the suction cup mounts on the dash lights. We set the 4200 up with the articulating arm, but of course he can choose to put the simple L bracket feet on it and mount it anywhere in his truck that he wants. It also has custom wire lengths at every different part of the kit. So this also is wired to a 12-volt plug-in, which is a heavy-duty 12-volt power plug that is fused at the power plug. And we also have a double protected inline fuse about 12 inches back along the cable. Now, some of you may say, well, how does that work? We have this set up to where he can plug this into his truck, put the dash lights up in the window, and mount the 4200. He's ready to go. He has control of mode 1 with that button, mode 2 with this button. We also have a flash pattern button here in button 3. And of course, power on, power off. So we've only used 3 channels of the 4200 Mini. Now, those of you that have programmed the Feniex FSMs or these dash lights in a hardwire situation, you know that to change the pattern, they utilize a negative ground signal, rather than on a lot of other equipment, to change the pattern, they utilize the positive 12-volt signal. So with that said, there is an added component that we had to wire in line with this whole system to be able to operate this. And really, it's very simple. Complicated, but very simple. What it utilizes is a very simple, normally open 12-volt automotive relay. Now that relay is hooked up so that button 3, when it is depressed, sends a signal to that relay coil, which activates the relay and in turn closes the ground circuit that then sends the signal to the dash lights and operates the pattern change. Very complicated, but very simple. So if this is something that maybe you would be interested in and you're not real sure about how to build one, or you really don't want to do any of the wiring or anything like that yourself, I mean, this is really simple. This is a kit that you could easily throw in a vehicle with the suction cups, hide all your wiring, put the 4200 in a non-conspicuous location, simply mount it either with the articulating arm, which you could 3M mount if you really wanted to. I don't recommend it. I would rather have it bolted down, and that's just so that it doesn't become a projectile if you're ever involved in an accident. Not that anybody is that much of a bad driver that you would be involved in an accident, but throughout my many years on this earth, I have found that accidents happen. You can't trust other drivers, so just to make sure that you're covered, I would permanent mount that. But it's very simple. You can throw this, you can go, I mean, within a time period of probably about 15 minutes, you can be running a call for your department with this package. So if a custom kit similar to this is maybe something that you would be interested in purchasing or talking to our sales staff about, definitely give us a call. Throw us an email. We'd love to hear from you. We actually do a lot of these. I mean, we have hundreds of these that are out in the field operating right now. We don't showcase every one of them because a lot of them are very similar in nature. All right, so what I'd like to do is fire this thing up and kind of show you how it works. What we're going to do is we're going to fire up mode 1. Go through some of the patterns. Obviously, that is the single flash. And if you listen closely, every time I hit the flash pattern button, you can actually hear the relay engaging. And of course, I have this kit set up just for display purposes. It already has gone through the our final testing before it goes out the door, so this will be headed to the customer here soon. But of course, you know, mode 2 always overrides mode 1. I have it set up in a dual color, just kind of slow, single flash pattern. Always demonstrate that as if you were running to a call and you had a faster pattern. You can always set this up to change at the press of a button to a slower, more calmer pattern for when the vehicle is parked and stationary at the scene. Here's pattern 4, a slow double flash. Pattern 5, a little bit faster, double flash. And of course, if he ever wants to deactivate the whole system, simple press of the power button here. The first press will deactivate whatever is active, and then press it again if you want to turn the power off to the controller. Pattern 6, combination of pattern 4 and 5, showcasing the first color. Pattern 7, which is our slow triple flash. Pattern 8, triple flash in a faster flash rate. Pattern 9 is the combination of pattern 7 and 8. And of course, we get the pattern 10. As some of you are familiar with the version 3 fusion modules, this is attack 1, one of the patterns that Feniex has added to the newer version. It's a very famous pattern that a lot of people, of course, that I know love, that has been on the T3s for a long time now. And pattern 11, which is attack 2. All right, so next we have obviously the second color set of patterns. That are the same as the color 1 patterns. Run through these fairly quick here. There, of course, we have the added pattern attack 1 in the second color. And again, attack 2. All right, so now we're on to the dual color patterns. Pattern 1, a slow single flash. Pattern 2, single flash at a faster rate. As you can tell, the system operates flawless, works very well. When we build these, all connections are soldered connections. Everything's done 100% professionally. We don't use T-taps. As a matter of fact, T-taps in our shop are somewhat of a curse word. In our industry, that's one of the devil's parts. Don't recommend those at all, but everything is professionally done. This really simply is a plug and play unit. You do have the ability to change fuses if anything were to blow, which I highly doubt would ever happen. There really is not enough current draw on any of this to do that. Of course, the customer does have the ability to add to the 4200's controls. He still has 3 channels left on here that he can utilize. And actually, as a matter of fact, if he chose, he could remove the pattern selection from button 3 if he has it programmed and he plans on leaving it set up one way. That is something that you could obviously do. So that could free up a 4th button if he wanted to add a set of grill lights or what have you. Now, as I explained how I had channel 2 set up, here we have an example of a pretty fast, aggressive pattern. You could have, at the press of a button, you arrive on scene and you want to kind of slow things down a little bit. Boom, there you have it. Overrides your faster pattern and slows things down for when you're on the scene. And of course, here's a tack 1 in the dual color set of patterns. Very nice, somewhat unique display. And there we have attack 2. Okay, so now let's talk about the ability to steady burn white. If you wanted to set one of these patterns to do your flood override, for example, we'll just turn on mode 2. And if you arrive on scene and you need the added scene light takedowns, you can program one of your modes to do so. That was the brake pop. As you noticed, it gave you a quick burst before going steady. Here is the instant on steady burn. And then now with the V3s, you also have a dim cruise light feature that you can also program and utilize. And of course, you have that to choose from with both of your colors. There is the cruise mode in red. And then of course, we're all the way back at the beginning. So there you have it. A very nice package, custom package that we put together for our customer. I wanted to specifically showcase this for you guys just because it incorporated the 4200, and I know there's a lot of customers out there that don't think this can be done. I just wanted to let you guys know that our staff, our team, our technicians can get anything done for you. So if this is something that you may be interested in, give us a call, drop us an email, shoot us a message on our social media. So there you have it, guys. Custom kit with 2 Feniex Fusion dash lights, a 4200, and a 12-volt power plug-in. If you like this video and you'd like to see more content like it, please smash that thumbs up button. It lets us know that we're doing something right. We ask that you guys share these videos. Get these videos out to your friends, your family, the guys at work, the guys at the barber shop, the girls at the nail parlor, the girls at your hair salon. You never know whenever there is a first responder or any kind of service personnel out there that can benefit from our videos, from our equipment, from our industry expertise, from the services that we offer. You just never know who you can reach. So we ask that you guys share, please. If you're not subscribed to the channel, of course we ask that you do. If you do decide to subscribe to our channel, please make sure you hit that bell notification icon. That will ensure that you do not miss out on any of our new uploads. Again, I hope everybody is practicing good social distancing out there with this COVID-19 outbreak. I hope everybody is healthy. I hope everybody is taking care of their family and making sure that everybody else is healthy. We are really all in this together, and that's the only way that we're going to beat this thing. I also ask that if you do leave the house, please make sure you're kind to one another. Kindness, compassion, and a little bit of love go a long way. You can really change somebody's day with just a little bit of kindness. Until next time, guys, be safe out there.